across all of our transition programs that you see, we offer employment opportunities to support individuals with intellectual and developmental disabilities. So we reached out to our local vendor, Aramark, and asked if they would like to provide employment opportunities for our students enrolled in our programs. They said, sure. So we started slow. We started with 1 or 2 students, and it took off from there. Then we said, wow, they were really excited. They said, this is a great opportunity. We enjoy working with your students. How do we get involved to help further? And so it expanded. It grew quickly. And so we incorporated all of our transition programs, which is we serve up to 100 to 150 students a day. I would say we serve approximately 60 that are involved with Aramark each semester or each week during the semester. So I guess keys to the partnership is we did start slow, we grew slow. Aramark, their operations manager, took us on. That was the key, that he embraced us and said, this is the right thing to do. This helps our employees, it helps your students. So how do we make this work? And then we, on our part, our job developer worked closely with them to identify, here are the different locations, here are the opportunities that best fit the interests and needs of our students, and then decided the best model would be a natural support model versus a separate job coach that we often provide in our internships. And so the natural supports were people that were identified that work at Aramark and would be key players to support our students in their internships. So they knew the job, they knew the employment atmosphere and the culture of the workplace, and so we identified those key players, trained them in how to support our students, and the adventure began. And like I said, it grew quickly. The keys to success were that we had vested very specific staff who were key players in placing the students, scheduling the students, working with the Aramark partners, and then Aramark had the staff and supervisors and we had the contact information. And so as we had interns, if there were any issues that came up, then they knew who to call, how to communicate, how to work to make it a success. It really it was a win-win for everyone. So it gave our students valuable employment opportunities, and then it gave their employees a greater sense of purpose in the workplace. So not only coming to just do my job, maybe that monotony of the day-to-day work, but now all of a sudden I'm a leader, I'm a role model. I have to be there, right? I have to show up because I have to help this student. I need to encourage them. I need to support them in learning their job skills and improving. It's just been remarkable. So we started with one cafe, right. And then as we expanded, we went to various locations on campus. They have multiple locations on campus. And so some of them are just 12-week unpaid internships to develop vocational skills. And then others are hiring students. They've been hired by Aramark as student workers. They learn a job, and then they often will rotate to other locations. The nice part about Aramark, it's not just food service, it's office work, it's marketing, it's data entry. There's a lot of different opportunities to serve, to be person-centered and give students opportunity to work in an area of interest. Working concessions at the games, so students who love the sports and want to be there, helping out in those areas. So we grew within the university campus, and as the story has unfolded, then Aramark, their management and then their corporate headquarters got wind of it. So they've published stories. Other folks have reached out to us to say, hey, there's an office in Philadelphia. And then in fact, here today at the conference, somebody in that area was like, oh, I would love to partner with them. So our goal is to replicate the model. So we've had 2 other partners reach out to say, we'd like to start doing that, and if it can support individuals who are in post-secondary programs, or just, like I said, one of our programs are secondary students who are coming to get transition experience. Research shows the more work experience you have at a younger age, right? The better employee you're going to be when you get older, so your better employment outcomes as an adult. So that's what we're looking to do, is just develop those vocational skills. So the key factors of making it a success were we had key players with both with ATS and with Aramark who were vested in making it successful, people who took a personal interest, which is often the case. And then the employees, we've had feedback from the students, from their families, from the employees at Aramark, and it's just made a tremendous difference in their lives. You know, the students are happy in the workforce. They've built these relationships with their coworkers. They have personal relationships. They go out for coffee. They, you know, and for the Aramark employees, then, you know, it's just this vested interest, this sense of pride that, you know, they're helping, they're working for a greater cause, that they're not just going to work and doing their job, but they're helping someone else to learn employment skills and improve their lives, so make a difference in the world. We serve so many transition age youth each week in our programs, and so, hey, this would be a great opportunity. And like I said, we started small and then it grew, and then it was so successful and worked out so well that then people were interested in it. We ran, you know, the university made videos to document the success, you know, when it was so successful. And then Aramark was like, hey, we should brag about this. You know, this has been a great success. So it's a win-win for everyone. And so it will continue with our program, and then now we're just beginning that next phase of reaching out and helping others do the same. We've expanded this, the changes we're making are improving the training, and then Aramark is actually hiring, or they created 3 student worker positions for UC students to support all of the interns in the program, because what's happened is the downfall to the current collaboration, it's very people dependent, thank you. It's very people dependent and specific to their jobs, and so we want to get to where it's just systematized, so that this is how we do things, this is how we operate, and so these student worker positions will be sort of the mediators in the field, doing observations, supporting natural supports, giving students feedbacks, so that we have and then our next steps are to start collecting data on the impact for the students, and then getting feedback from the employers as to how that's improved their performance and then improved their quality of life on both sides. So our high school program, where the students work every semester, they do a poster presentation about their internship experiences. So we're getting out to the local community, and so Aramark hosts that celebration, that dissemination. So we're spreading the word locally, and then with Aramark, like I said, their last communication has it sparked. We've had multiple. Cameron at Aramark has been receiving emails like crazy about, well, we want to hear more about what you're doing. It's just caught on with enthusiasm. And I think when people hear the positives of what you're doing and the impact that it's having on individuals' lives, that they want to do the same thing. And it's contagious.